Hi, everybody. It's Dr. Sasheen. Welcome back to another episode on my channel. If you're new here, my name is Dr. Sasheen. I am lots of things, but most importantly, I'm an author, I'm a writer, I'm a speaker, and I am a purveyor of all things Gen X because I am Gen X. So I wanted to come to you briefly to chat with you about this gaslighting that is permeating everything right now. It would appear that people are determined to douse each other on fire to obscure the BS that they're blowing at them. We all know gaslighting. We know what it is. I'm not going to spend a bunch of time talking about what it is. And this video is going to be real short and sweet and to the point because I want to point out some very important things. And I took some notes. As y'all know, I'm good with notes. I'm good for notes because I tend to have a lot of stuff in my head and I'll start to ramble and we'll be here all night. Okay. So listen, I'm talking to my Gen X sisters. And I want to say this with all the love in my heart. Call these people out. Call these people out. Do not let these people stand in your face and gaslight you into believing that somehow a difference of opinion is the reason that you are choosing to protect your peace. Do not let people stand in your face and and think that they're going to convince you that it's just a difference of understanding. It's a difference of degrees, not a difference of morals or values or standards. That our standards and our values and our morals are in essence the same. Really what we're having is a difference of opinion. Do not let these folks gaslight you like that. Do not let people stand in your face and blow smoke up your skirt. Okay? Because the reality is some things are a difference of opinion. You don't like pink? I love pink. You think pink is too feminine and vapid? I think pink is fantastic and fun. That's a difference of opinion. You love Italian food? Not my favorite thing. I think it's too heavy and I don't like tomatoes. Difference of opinion. Moral standing, guiding compass, value system, that's not a difference of opinion. So please, next time you hear someone talking to you about how, oh, I can't believe that you would hold a grudge because of a difference of opinion, ask them, are we differing in our opinions with each other? Or are we fundamentally realizing that we have zero moral, ethical, or value systems together? Because it would seem to me that we as Gen X women have fairly clearly over the past 40 to 50 some years been able to navigate differences of opinion beautifully. We are the mistresses of agree to disagree. Come on now, like we will be the first person to say, you know what, there's no point in us arguing about this because you think one way and I think the other, and we can just agree to disagree. Like we have got that on lock. We can agree to disagree. What we will not do anymore is agree to sublimate my human rights for your desire for dominance. Won't do it. And this isn't just about the past election. I want you to examine the relationships in your life. You've been on the planet 40 some years, 50 some years. There are probably moments in your life where you have subsumed, pushed down, pushed under what you know to be a gaslighting scenario where it's not just a difference of opinion. It is in fact an attack on your livelihood. Who's the person that you can't talk to about your lifestyle because it just makes people uncomfortable? What's the thing you can't do because your family wouldn't understand? Where's the place that you don't go or tell people that you go because you don't want the backlash? So you're keeping the peace because you will be gaslit and told it's not that we disagree with you on any number of those scenarios. It's just that because usually in gaslighting, the problem is you're doing something that makes me uncomfortable, but I can't own my own shit. I can't own my own uncomfortable. I can't own the wrongness of my position. So I need you to take on the role of being both the victim and the perpetrator so that I don't have to be either one. And if you will play the role of both victim and perpetrator in this scenario, then I can gaslight you into guilt. I can gaslight you into inaction. I can gaslight you into forgiving me, even though I am a horrible human being and you shouldn't. I can gaslight you into all kinds of things, but I can only do it if I can agree, if you will agree to play both the victim and the perpetrator at the same time. I implore you to think about how you're going to handle the gaslighters who are coming, because there's a whole legion of gaslighters coming out of the woodwork. They're all over social media, coming out of the woodwork, talking about my feelings, my feelings, my feelings. And I would implore you to ask yourself, are you going to continue to say, you know what, I'm it, no, we're not going to continue to say it's okay. We're not going to continue to say it's a difference of opinion, because we know it's not a difference of opinion. We understand that there are certain aspects of our lives. And again, I'm not talking just about the election. I'm talking about living on the planet for 40 to 50 years and being gaslit by family and friends who, again, are the perpetrators of the gaslighting, but have convinced you to play the victim and the perpetrator. So you're the victim of gaslighting, but if you just weren't who you were, how you were, then they wouldn't have to be so gaslighty towards you. So not only in this instance, but in all the instances of our life, because we were raised to be quiet, to latchkey kid ourselves through life and be independent, we also take on the responsibility and we take on the burden of having to be our own therapist and having to put ourselves back together when the world tears us apart. And I am telling you that they're picking the wrong one this time. Gen X ladies, we are going to stand up. Why are we going to stand up? Because peace is non-negotiable. But you cannot have non-negotiable peace if you allow the world to continue to gaslight you. There is no peace on the altar of your life if you allow people who have consistently made you victim and perpetrator to continue to make you that way because they need you to be better than them. There is no peace. There is no peace to fight for if we won't stop allowing people to fight us on our identity. So I'm going to ask you, as you're thinking about the holidays and you're getting into the new year, because we're going to move past this holiday season pretty rapidly. What is the next chapter going to look like? How are you going to pick yourself and tell people when they're gaslighting you, you didn't pick the wrong one today? I used to say okay and just okay, I won't talk about my relationship. I won't talk about my traveling. I won't talk about the money that I earn because it makes my blue collar family uncomfortable. I won't talk about the person that I love because grandpa and grandma and daddy and uncle all get really in their feelings because I'm X, Y, or Z. What are you going to stand up and say, y'all done picked the wrong one today? You picked the wrong one this time, because I'm not willing to be the victim of your gaslighting and then allow you to paint me as the perpetrator requiring to be gaslit because of how I live. You don't get to paint me as the victim and the perpetrator when you are the bad guy, right? When you are the boogeyman and I'm just the innocent victim. Now somebody's going to say, well, we're not really innocent. You are going to stop playing the intercessor for people who are mean to you. You are going to stop playing therapist for people who are continually trying to break you. And daggone it, we are going to stop playing counselor for people who would not listen to us if we were on the side of the road bleeding. We are not going to do that anymore. So they picked the wrong one. And it's time that we stand up, honor our rule number one of non negotiable peace, and say no more, no thank you, and goodbye. Because that is how we protect our peace. And that is how we stop the gaslighting. Please like and subscribe if you like this video and share it out, share it out, share it out. We are building this community of women who are going to support each other, not allow each other to be gaslit, not allow each other to be bypassed, and definitely not allow each other to have our peace unprotected. I'll be back again soon. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care.